Today we are going to start my beauty glow up process, and I hope I managed to do the eyebrows and the eyelashes. And I will take my glasses off and put on lenses and figure a way to film myself while doing my eyebrows or my eyelashes. It's going to be tricky, but I'm all up for challenges. So I have a picture on my computer and a brand new mirror, which you can believe it or not, I didn't had one before. I never had one like this with the light or so big. I just have like a tiny one that you keep in your bag. I'm ready and I think we will chat a little. I share basically what I'm trying to achieve and all of that. I started my journey in the end of December, more or less, and it was a horrible moment. Let's say not horrible, but we went through some big changes in our lives, and I kind of felt the need to be able to basically, I want to have the ability to move whenever I want, and also the ability to take breaks when I need them. And of course, um, I'm already self-employed, but to be able to grant some kind of continuity to my work, I join some projects, and those projects require my attention, basically like a regular job. I am, yes, I am a freelancer, but I mean, I don't have the freedom that freelancing gives you. So I don't have the ability to say, hey, today I will work just in the morning, or I will take a, I don't know, a 2 hour break, something like that. That's not something you can do if you're working in a project and if you're committed to many hours during the day. So what I was aiming to is basically building some kind of passive income, which I'm okay if it's not passive in the sense that I just put the money in and other money comes out. Like it could be an investment, let's say in buying something for rental, or stocks, or whatever else there is as an investment. I'm okay to create, like one of my wishes is to create a math course that I can sell online to students without having to teach them and without using the 1 hour time I normally use to teach them. So yes, that's basically it. And I came up with a couple of ideas, and one is related to this teaching business, which I'm very attached to, and the other one is more connected to my origins. So basically my family is from Venice, Italy, and they had a business selling handmade items, and there are a lot of great handmade items in Italy and in Venice that are just there, available just there. And my wish is to create an online business to sell those items. And I already picked a few, but I need to learn how to do that. I need to learn how to create an e-commerce. I need to learn how to create some marketing and how to create some following for that, like how to let people know what I'm selling. And this pushed me to also create a personal social media, which I never had before, and to try and learn how it works by basically by keeping trace, by journaling everything that I'm doing and how I'm trying to change my life. So this social media I am trying to do now is more like both an experiment and a journal for what I'm trying to achieve, and to see how everything can change, and how big those changes can be. And I gave myself 1 year time. If in 1 year I'm not able, or I'm not even close to be able to have some kind of passive / online income, then I will give up and I will move to something else. But for now, I'm trying and I'm giving it all, because I don't want to tell myself, yeah, but if I had tried this, if you had tried more of that. Like, I'm really giving it my all so that I can either succeed or move on. And that's basically what I do every time I try something new, or every time I have a project or an idea. I will try it, give it my all, give it my best, and if it works, good. If it doesn't, I move on. But I move on in peace, because at least I tried it how it's supposed to be tried, like going all in. And yeah, so of course, to be able to do many things, so working a 9 to 5 and having these 2 side projects, plus having my social media to journal everything, it requires a lot of energy, and it requires a lot of consistency, and of course mental health, to be able to handle everything without having a breakdown, which it's not easy. And yeah, so I am also focusing on that, so basically focusing on my mental health, on my physical health, because both are very important to be able to perform better with what I'm doing. And it's going good. I'm quite happy so far with the outcome. I feel like I have a lot of more energy. I feel like I'm really motivated, and it's almost 3 months now, a little more than 3 months, maybe, because I started at the beginning of December. So it's a little more, it's almost 4 months. And it's going great, actually. I'm very satisfied for now. I am kind of focusing on my math YouTube channel, because this would be my, how can I say, I am stepping one foot into online courses, because in the math channel I do online lessons, so I can learn better how to do lessons. So I'm focusing on that, and one of the main goals for that is to reach 1,000 subscribers, which I am at 320 something now in this moment. And I don't know if I will get that, but I'm really trying my best for that. And for the e-commerce, I wanted to start this month, but then talking with a friend of mine, I decided to push a little more on my math thing and wait a little more for the e-commerce part, because it would be best to focus at one thing at a time, at least until you start seeing good results. If you start seeing something that works, then maybe you can move on to something else, to something new. But until you can't really see results coming in, it should be best to focus more on one thing and give it all, like give it more energy to it and give it more intention to it. One thing that is really making the difference, like, I've tried to do new things several times, but one thing that I noticed is doing the difference is that I have regular talks with people. I have regular talks with a friend of mine, which is helping me brainstorm basically what I want to achieve and what could be the good next steps for that. So each week we will have a call and we share ideas and share progress, and we're doing 2 different things, but it's useful to share ideas and progress, because you kind of held yourself accountable, but you also have someone else that is checking in, and you don't want to disappoint them. Like, even if it's not a real disappointment, I mean, you want to have something to share, like, hey, this week I did this thing. And sometimes we do just one thing, maybe an easy one, because we are both working for other things, so the time is not really something we have. But it's nice to have these check-ins sometime, like regular check-ins. And then I'm talking with this stuff also to my family and to my friends, so you know, they kind of keep me accountable as well, and this also helps me. And if I would to suggest you one thing, it's this: like, do regular check-ins with someone you trust, or at least someone who you know that if you are not showing up will tell you, hey, let's have the call anyways, let's meet up anyways, and let's talk about it. Because this is what really changed my success. Like, this made me consistent a lot more than I usually are. And I tend to be a very consistent person. Like, I tend to complete projects that I start, usually, if they are worth completing. But this really made a difference. And the other thing that I did, and I know for sure that it's helping me because I learned it in the past and I learned it the hard way, is that before starting any kind of activity, for me, it's important to be healthy. And this is basically why I started my journey from the health part, from the personal health part. It could be mental health, physical health, but if you're not rested, if you're not well fed, you won't have much energy. And on the other hand, if you're not balanced, like mentally balanced, you won't have the ability to do so many things at once. Like, there is no way you can do that. Or you can, but you will break down too soon. For those kind of projects, you need to consider at least 1 year time, and you need to be mentally and physically ready and able to survive 1 year, which is a lot. It's a lot, and it's not. So it's not much time if you are productive, but it's a lot if you are not. Like, if you are not healthy, 1 year of struggle can break you, can absolutely break you. So I would go with that first before starting any kind of project, any kind of change. I would work on my health, and I would make it so that when I am struggling, when I am trying to change, am I acting on the change I desire, I have the energy and I have the power that I need to do that. Yeah, I'm okay with this. So basically all that I'm doing is to become financially more relaxed, because at the end of the day, I love all the things that I'm doing. I'm just doing a lot of them, and I want to be able to do a little less of them, and to keep them all, but just a tiny bit less of them. And instead of working, I don't know, 60 hours per week, just maybe do 40. That could work. I know it was a different video than usual. So yeah, next time I will try to do my lashes. And I used to do that where I lived before, but it's quite expensive. At least here in Italy, it's like around 80 euro. And I love the results, but too expensive for me. So I will try to do it by myself, hoping not to burn my eye or to get blind. But yeah, I absolutely love the result, but don't love the cost of it, so I will try to do it by myself. But that's for another video, because for today I am done with this and I did my beauty part and I'm okay with just one thing. I wish you a wonderful day.